fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Chanticleers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Liberty's offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just...
Oh, look out! At the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Chanticleers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Chanticleers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Duarte. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Flames will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. At the 45, on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsey. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback will audible. He'll throw on 3rd down. He caught it. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Flames! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Here's the fly sweep. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. And that is the final play of the quarter. And, guys, Liberty has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try to pass their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. First down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Liberty! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Colorado.
They'll try the run.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Clowney. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Chanticleers line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Unloads quickly.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He finds his man. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Duarte. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8 plays, going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Flames will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Flowers. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Chanticleers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
He's up to 86 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The give to the back. Aird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Gets it out quickly. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Liberty! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He leaves it with his back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. He'll let it go down the right side.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Flames line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Flames! And the beatdown has ensued.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Coastal Carolina, 0.
And they desperately wanted... but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better...
He smashes his way through again. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the noon kind.
0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense in an empty set. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, please.
And the Chanticleers will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming, and they do it again. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Liberty.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that